Good morning, students. Today we will revise the physical properties of metals. You can see in table 4.1 different materials have been shown like iron, coal, sulfur, aluminum and copper. Now we have to divide them on the basis of their two properties, that is appearance and hardness. As I told you earlier that metals, they are shiny, lustrous and they are hard, but on the other hand non-metals are dull, they don't have any shine and they are considered to be soft. So you have to divide and you have to search out all these material on that basis only. Like iron being a metal, it will be shiny, okay, and the hardness, on the basis of hardness you can see it is very hard, iron. Coal on the other hand, coal will be dull. So dull means coal is a non-metal because it has carbon in it. Carbon is a non-metal, okay, and hardness will be not very hard. Then again third one is sulfur. Sulfur is again a non-metal, so it will be dull and hardness not very hard. Aluminium, shiny. You have seen aluminium in aluminium foil which your mother uses for wrapping your food to keep it fresh for a longer time. Then see the hardness of aluminium, it is hard. Copper, again a metal, appearance will be shiny and it will be hard. So one conclusion we have drawn, that is metals are shiny, they are lustrous and they are hard, whereas non-metals, they are considered to be dull and they are not very hard. Now moving ahead, can you name the material which are metals? The rest of the materials in table 4.1 are non-metals. Metals can be distinguished from non-metals on the basis of their physical and chemical properties. Now physical properties of metals and non-metals. Now we moving ahead to the next topic, that is activity 4.1, where you can see a hammer is there and you have been given some of the material like iron nail, coal piece and a piece of aluminium wire, and they are asking you to beat them with the help of a hammer. So what will be the result? On beating, what will be the result? You have to write your observation in the given table. Now see malleability. I told you what is malleability. Malleability is a property by virtue of which metal can be beaten into sheets. So iron, you know that iron is a metal. So on beating it with the hammer, it will flatten and it can be converted into a sheet. Then coal, coal is a non-metal because it has carbon, so it will break into pieces. Aluminium again being a metal, it will flatten. Then pencil lead, again it is a non-metal, so it will break into pieces. So we can draw out the conclusion that malleability is the property of metals by virtue of which they can be beaten into sheets. Now moving ahead, let's see. Here they have shown you about the malleability. So this we have already discussed. What is malleability? So we can say metals are malleable because they have got the property of malleability, and non-metals, they are they don't have the malleability. They are non-malleable. So this is how. Now second property is related to conductivity of electricity. Can you hold a hot metallic pan which is without a plastic or a wooden handle and not get hurt? Perhaps not. Why? Try to list some of other experiences in which a wooden or a plastic handle protects you from being hurt while handling hot things. On the basis of these experiences, what can you say about the conduction of heat by wood and plastic? You must have seen an electrician using his screwdrivers. What kind of handle does it have? Why? Let us find out. So next property, till now so far we have discussed about the appearance, that metals they are shiny, lustrous, and second is related to hardness, that they are hard. Now third property was malleability, they are malleable, and fourth property is related to conductivity, electrical and thermal conductivity, they are good conductor of heat, so thermal conductivity, and they are good conductor of electricity, so electrical conductivity they do possess. Now this activity is related to electrical conductivity of metals. In this picture you can see they have made an electric tester where in between they have used iron nail, and you can see the circuit is complete, bulb is glowing, and it shows that iron, being a metal, it is good conductor of electricity. You can replace iron with any other non-metal and you will find that bulb will not glow. It means non-metals, they don't have the electrical conductivity. Non-metals are poor conductors of electricity. So you can make your electric tester at home and you can find different materials and find out which one is a conductor and which one act as a insulator. So here, if you use these materials in your electric tester, you can find out in table 4.3, and you can fill these tables like iron rod, nail, whether they are good conductor or poor conductor, and you can fill your observation in the given table accordingly. Till now you know iron is a metal, sulfur a non-metal, coal non-metal, and copper a metal. Now next property of metal is ductility. Metals are ductile. What is ductility? The property of metal by which it can be drawn into wires. Have you ever noticed the difference in the sound on dropping an iron sheet, plate, a metal coin and a piece of coal on the floor? What kind of sound comes when we happen to drop some of the coins or like that? So some kind of a ringing sound comes. So that is called metals are sonorous. So till now we have discussed all these properties. Before starting chemical properties of metals and non-metals, you should be clear about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. So just as a recapitulation, once again we will have a recap that metals, they are hard, they are lustrous, they have shine, they are malleable, means they can be beaten into sheets, they are ductile, they can be drawn into wires, they are sonorous, they produce ringing sound, they are good conductor of electricity and heat. So all these are the properties, physical properties of metals. In my previous videos I have given you some exceptions also. Exceptions are always there, and I have given you the tabular representation with the exceptions, and I want you to learn that table. Okay, the materials which generally possess these properties are called metals. The examples of metals are iron, copper, aluminium, calcium, magnesium. In contrast, just opposite of this, materials like coal, sulfur are soft and dull in appearance. They break down into powdery mass on tapping with hammer. They are not sonorous and are poor conductor of heat and electricity. These materials are called non-metals. The examples of non-metals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen, phosphorus, nitrogen, etc. Now see one exception is shown here. Metals like sodium and potassium are soft. Although they are metals, they were supposed to be hard, but they are soft and can be cut into knife. Mercury is the only metal which is found in liquid state, because metals are found in solid state, but this is the only metal, mercury, which is found in liquid state at room temperature. So these are called exceptions. Thank you very much. Revise well.